Logan and I are gonna go on a date night tonight, and I have recently been bit by the makeup bug. I haven't bought this much new makeup in so long. So come along and get ready with me. I already did a little prep work. So to start it off on clean skin, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of facial hair removal. Now, because of Prime Day, I was able to get a new Finishing Touch hair removal device. This thing is great because it's painless. It is non-irritating other than if you have any like touch sensitivities, which lately I have. After having the girls, my skin is so much more sensitive than it used to be. So you'll see me get a little bit pink, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do to combat that. This thing works amazing. Look at how much hair it was able to remove. And now my makeup and my skincare can sit on my skin way better. Then to rehydrate and calm my skin, I pulled out my Current Body Hydro Jelly face mask and lip mask. The face mask is just really soothing and calming, and it just feels really great on the skin with initial application, but it has some really great benefits to it. Lots of hyaluronic acids, different leaf extracts, some willow bark, allantoin, which is really healing and soothing for the skin. And then to really amp it up another notch, I put on the LED light therapy mask. This runs for a 10-minute cycle, and it uses red and infrared light to really heal and soothe and calm the skin, which snowballs into like an anti-aging aspect. I typically do this in my routine at night, but since we're having like a special date night, I wanted to be an extra glowy, and it worked. It feels so good. I pat in whatever's left over on my skin after removing the mask, and now I'm ready to move on to the next step. I then decided I was gonna do heatless curls today. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. This is my first time using this pink device that I got off Temu. I'll try to leave a link to it in the description box below. It's a little frustrating for me because I'm not familiar with doing this type of technique. I think it's one of those like learning curve type of things. I've seen so many videos online where it turns out amazing, so fingers crossed that it works out for me. And now you're up to speed with where I'm at currently. Let's play with some makeup. You see my shirt, little sidebar. I'm totally in my Barbie girly pink era. I don't know if I mentioned this just yet in this video, but having the girls has really changed a lot for me. Chatting your ear off has not changed. I'm kind of used to cutting out the babbling now that I've been making some reels on Instagram. Like, you kind of edit it all out. But I really want this video to be a little more like sit, chat, hang out with me. Anyways, I saw an influencer share this new Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour skin tint foundation. It looked amazing on her. So let's see if we can get the same results. I've never tried this. It's probably a terrible idea to try this on a date night. It actually seems a little bit thicker than what I thought it was going to be. I think I'm gonna apply it to the back of my hand and then maybe sponge it on, and we'll see if that's too light of a coverage, and we'll go in with like a brush. Damp e.l.f. sponge. So let's see. Oh, color is not that bad. Look at that. Go me. Sometimes picking a color, or shade I should say, a shade of foundation is like the hardest part. Whoa. I have been neglecting my skin, so that's why today's little mini facial was a big deal for me. I had Logan sit with the monitor. Now they're awake and they're watching a show with him and hanging out while I get ready. We'll have dinner close by. It's not far at all. We've never tried this. We've never gone on a date night, just the two of us. We've never had a babysitter. So, and now that they're a little bit older, we kind of feel more comfortable doing that. So I pumped out a little bit more. This is where we're at. It's got a beautiful sheen to it. I'm still going to try to cover up a little bit more over here. But wow. I feel like I'm a little out of practice of doing a full beat face, as people call it, doing full makeup. I typically just wear something similar, like a tinted moisturizer or tinted foundation, and some concealer, some bronzer, mascara. Good to go. That's kind of my daily go-to. Let's see if we can kind of play with some new stuff and remind myself that I can do makeup. And I'm really hoping these curls turn out all right. It kind of looks like crisscross bread. I feel like it's going on a little uneven. I think that's because I'm using the sponge. Maybe it would be better if I could swoop it a little bit with a brush just to get it on, and then we can use the sponge to do some touch-ups. because the sponge was kind of picking it up a little bit. Like it would apply it and then I'd pounce on the area or close by again and it kind of picked up what I had just set down. I feel like it's looking patchy on my chin here, like up close. See how it just isn't sitting just right? So maybe we'll try to use the sponge there. Now it just looks really heavy. Dang it. I over applied the product. And then the corners of my nose a little funny too. I think I'm being hard on this because I really like the Revlon Skin Caring Foundation. This sits so nicely on my skin. It's covering a lot more than I thought it would. I guess we'll see how it wears. I'm gonna put a little concealer on some of my blemish spots. I'm just gonna use the Bear With Me from NYX. I've been obsessed with this because it's just very forgiving. Now for under my eyes, I kind of want to try something new. Merit sent me their Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. Yeah, I might apply and blend it out with my finger to see if the warmth will help kind of melt it into my skin a little bit better. I'm gonna do one side and we'll see the difference. I'm gonna turn off the light real quick so you could see perhaps the difference between no makeup and then a little bit of the complexion stick. That's pretty awesome. That looks really, really natural. Maybe I'll use a little bit on this blemish down here. I have blue veining and like purple under eyes, and this covered it up without looking heavy, chunky, or dry. This might be a new favorite. This is pretty cool. I love finding products like this that are a little more skin forward. That's why I don't know that I'm totally sold on the Maybelline. I don't feel like it's doing my skin justice. And it's so hot outside. I know I'm gonna sweat on the way to dinner. So I don't want I want like a full face of makeup, but not a very heavy coat, because it's just gonna run and not look cute by the time we get there. They also sent along this bronzer stick. It's a sheer bronze balm. So it's supposed to just give a very slight glow. Apply it where I like to have my contour slash bronzer. I think I'm gonna use this really dense brush to blend it out. And I wonder if I should use my fingertips now. Oh no, that looks pretty good. Ooh, this might be better for an everyday look. I kind of want a little bit more for tonight, so I might apply a different bronzer. But I kind of like this for every day because it's not too harsh. It just gives you that little subtle color differentiation within the face. So I'm going to set that with a little bit of the Hourglass bronzer. It's definitely giving me a little more sun-kissed vibes, which I really like. I think I'm gonna do this little Mood Exposure from Hourglass. It's more of a mauve shade. I really like this one. Okay, so I threw on a little bit of eyeshadow, nothing crazy, just something from my CoverGirl True Naked Nudes palette. I use this almost every single day. As you can see, the palette is really worn out. And okay, let's move on. Let's start finishing things up a little bit. I have a couple more new products to use. Now they're all from Maybelline, and that just happens to be a coincidence. It's not sponsored or PR or anything. To be honest with you, there was an Ibotta coupon for I think like $2 or $3 off each item, and then like a buy one get one half deal. So I got some new stuff to play with. And one of my favorite lip glosses, I am literally almost out of mine. It looks like there's a bunch here, but you can't really get to it. It's really annoying. Oh, and then I do have something from PR. I have some eyelashes from Impression to share with you. Apparently they're press-on falsies. Let's see how it goes. Man, I haven't been this excited to try new products in a really long time. And that is like something else that's telling me I'm like getting a little bit more back to myself again. I love how tiny and fine the point of this little brow pencil is, because I usually do like a little line, nothing too harsh, a little line right there of little strokes right here, and then I try to pull up this area and archway here, a little more volume up in here. Okay, so not only did my battery die on my camera, but the memory card was full. So I'm gonna have to finish this on my phone. Hopefully it'll all translate and edit very seamlessly. All right, so I'm going to use the spoolie to kind of smoosh out a little bit of this pencil. Then I'm gonna go in with the sculpting mascara. I feel like this will be really great to use every day when I just want to like brush something through really quickly. I really like using these types of products for that. Wow, this is kind of cool. If you look at the little spoolie, hopefully it's showing up here. I can't see myself anymore. I have no feedback camera. So the bristles are long on one side and short on the other. So I'm gonna use the short side to really deposit some color. Are there fibers in this? That'd be cool if there's like a little fiber. I know I've used like brow things like this that have little fibers. No, it doesn't say. I think it's just a pigment gel. I'm not trying to apply too much, so maybe I'll use the fluffier side, the longer bristle side. There we go. Kind of comb up and out. What do you think? Does it look okay? I think it's nice. It's not too much, but it's definitely better than my naked brow over here. Okay, that is nice. First impression, I really like the shade of the pencil, and it kind of like blended nicely, but the standout of the two was the little brow mascara. Even though it doesn't have fibers in it, it has a really great pigmentation and I'm liking it. I'm happy. Let's move on to finishing up the eyes. Let's put on the Falsies Surreal Mascara. Let's see, it just has like a traditional brush head to it. Hold on, that felt like it had a lot of product. Okay, I pulled it out a little bit slower. It doesn't look as like thick and junked up. So let's go ahead, tilt the head back, give a couple wiggles. It like wants to clump up, but I'm trying really hard to keep those lashes separated because that's the type of look that I like. Of course I like volume, but curl and length are kind of my favorite. Not bad. We're gonna put some falsies on still to give us a little bit more of that nighttime vibe, date night look. But I think as a base, this is nice. Because once you start wiggling, the lashes start to touch and they'll tend to clump up a little bit more. And just looking at the picture, she has a bit of spidery, very like chunky lashes. Wow, that's not bad at all. Okay. And now that the foundation's been sitting on my skin for a little bit, I'm not seeing too much movement. I'm not seeing a crazy amount of oil and shine. Like my skin's not reacting poorly to it. Ooh, let's put a little bit of the lip balm on. Is this the right color? Oops, I accidentally bought a different color. I normally wear Stone, and this is Reef. I wonder if they gave me the wrong one because I did like a pickup order. And it's definitely more pink than Stone is. I don't even know if that'll pick up the difference, but I still might go back and get Stone because that's my favorite. Okay, let's try these lashes. I'm really excited about this. Look at this super cute PR box they sent. I wasn't even expecting this. They must have gotten my name from somewhere. And there, it looks like there's 3 different types. There's a natural, a voluminous, and a spiky. Probably natural. Spiky makes me a little bit nervous just looking at it right off the bat. It looks very thick, very full. And oh, the voluminous looks really pretty. Oh, and it says no glue. Pre-bond technology, just press and go. I'm gonna be a chicken. I'm gonna try the natural. I didn't put any eyeliner on. I really wanted my eyeshadow and lashes to kind of stand out. Let's read the directions here. It says pluck a cluster from the tray, place the cluster underneath your lashes, underneath your natural lashes. Squeeze the cluster in your natural lashes, why can't I say that, together with the applicator. So you go under? I don't know that I've tried that technique before, or I haven't done it in a really long time. Maybe since I was in school. I don't even remember. And that was years ago. Okay, I'm a little nervous now, but you know, we committed to this. Let's do it. As Jeff from Naked and Afraid would say, this is what I live for. I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous. Oh, they're metal. They're not plastic. This is nice. And this is what the lashes look like. Hopefully you can get a good grasp at that. I need a mirror. And I'm attaching them to the lashes, not to the skin. And then it says to go between them and squeeze. I feel them, but I don't feel them. Like I feel something's there, but it's not annoying. Okay, let's do another set right next to it. I really like that I don't have to put lash glue on to apply these. That's kind of the worst part of putting lashes on is do my fingers this time. And then we'll go in with the tool. So like an initial squeeze and then like a more precise squeeze, really close to that lash line. Again, attaching them to the lashes and not the skin. I feel like it looks like my regular natural lashes with mascara, of course, like how they looked with mascara, but like extra volume. I'm adding extra hairs. They're naturally just mixing in with what I already got going on. This is crazy. I really, 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 really like these so far. And it's not as scary applying it under my lashes as I thought it was gonna be. I was so nervous for a minute there. I think it just adds that little extra something. And now I kind of wish I wasn't a chicken and I tried one of the other one. Like, should I do the other eye with a different set? No, that would be too weird. I'm actually going out in public, so I need to not look like a weirdo with this one being extra fluffy. But I do, you'll have to stay tuned. Maybe I'll do like a TikTok or Instagram reel trying on the other styles. This is gonna sound so cheesy, but I am impressed with the Impress lashes by Kiss. I also just realized when putting like the cover back on, and I should have slowed down and paid attention to this, but there was a medium side and a long side, and I just so happened to use 4 of the medium, so 2 on each eye, obviously. So I'm curious to use the long, maybe a long one and then a medium one next time. Again, I'm sorry, I should have slowed down and looked at the little packaging, or I kind of wish that the medium and long was labeled on this white piece so that it was a little more obvious for me, since I was like, I don't know, I was just excited to get in there. Otherwise, either way, it does not look bad. I think maybe I would have a little bit more something on these outer ones if it was a long and a medium. So now I know for next time. And I'm out of practice with filming, so I apologize. I'm like excited and kind of like in the moment. So stuff happens. Moment of truth. Let's take the hair down and hopefully it is nice and curled. Does it still feel damp? I hope not. It's been a really long time. It's been hours. Oh, what is that? Is that a crease? I might have some touch-up areas. After I take it out, I'm gonna put a little bit of the Verb Ghost Oil to hopefully break up the pieces. That's the idea, at least. I've been really liking that one. It has moringa oil or moringa extract or whatever in it. All right, let's take out. I'm nervous. I really hope it looks half decent and there's only just like a couple of pieces I need to touch up. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that little situation. It got like crimped, but before I run my fingers through, because I know my hair, it will do better if I have a little bit of oil. This one's just not heavy. It's super light, but not too light. This looks a little crazy over here. Oh boy, this side looks a lot better, just initial before I run my fingers through. Maybe I'll give it a little scrunch, maybe a little twirl. There we go. Okay. Okay. It is not horrific. There's a couple of places I'm gonna have to touch up. Let me know what you think about this look. Was this a fun style video to watch? I'm a little bit out of practice with filming. I look forward to doing this again very soon. My phone is apparently now dying. Like I said, I'm out of practice. We'll get things sorted out. I'm gonna straighten and fix a couple of these pieces. We're gonna have a great date night. And I look forward to chatting with you again in another video very soon. Bye. Actually, before we head out, I know it's terrible lighting, but this is the date night outfit. Just a simple pair of jeans, some black flats, and this killer bodysuit that I got off Amazon. It fits so nicely, and it's nicer than just like a tank top that's tucked in, because it kind of like gives you a little bit more of a shapewear feel. It's super comfortable and stretchy. Paired it with my favorite necklace set. My hair's kind of falling flat, so let's not look at that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that date nights don't have to be crazy and complicated and overthought. We're gonna go get some Italian food. I'm really excited about it. There's a local mom and pop shop that we love to go to. They have the best tiramisu. Logan loves their in-house brewed beer. and we get like this seafood pasta dish. So I wanted to have like comfortable, kind of like those stretchy jean pants. So I know they're not the cutest and most stylish, but you know what, they're gonna do the trick.
Get you guys.
This would be kind of a fun idea. We just got back from dinner. This is what the makeup situation is looking like. Of course, it's worn off a little bit around here, and I'm a little bit shiny, and it's still 100 degrees outside, and the sun is down. It's dark out. Like when you're walking into the restaurant, you can feel the heat emanating off the concrete. I digress. The lashes, they're delight. They're so comfortable. I don't feel them. I know I said I felt them initially. Maybe that's just because I went from like not having something to having something there. Both looks and feel. They're so, so comfortable. My outfit was super cute and comfortable and stretchy. Loved it. Again, thank you so much for being here to this point in the video, and I hope to see you in a video very soon. Bye.